My best friend growing up, Sam Gross. Sam and I had some crazy, wonderful times together. But Sam's life was a mess. Sam was one of these people that burned the candle at both ends and then find ways to light the middle because he just couldn't get it to burn up fast enough. So he was always pushing the envelope, always doing just a little bit more than was legally approved of. And he was a fun guy to be with. Well, one time many years ago, Sam had gotten to a point in his life where things weren't working for him. He'd been selling real estate, wasn't doing too well at it. He had neglected his dental work and his teeth had gotten bad. And so he'd adjusted the way he talked, so he didn't show his teeth. And he just wasn't taking care of himself. And he came to me and he said, "Jim, your life works, my life stinks. Fix me." And I laughed. And I said, "Well, let's sit down and just do an analysis of how things are and then set some goals and come up with some new plans." So we did. And for about a week, he did some of those things. And then he got busy doing other things and dropped it. So a few months later, he comes back to me and he says, "Jim, I need your help again." I said, "No." He said, "Why? You're my best friend. Why?" And I said, "Because you won't follow my advice. We'll spend a lot of time doing this and then you'll just quit." He said, "Well, I'll do better this time." I said, "Okay, pay me a fee and I will advise you." "But pay you a fee?" I said, "Yeah, if you don't commit, why should I commit?" He said, "Well, good point." And so he wrote me a check and then he said, "Now what?" And I said, "Go home, I'll get back to you." He said, "Well, wait a minute, I've already paid you." I said, "Yeah, do you trust me?" He said, "Uh-huh." I said, "Do you trust me enough to go home and not worry about it, knowing that I'll follow through on this?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Then don't worry about your money." Okay. So Sam went home. I called him a couple of days later. I said, "Hey, fix your teeth." He said, "Okay, what next?" I said, "Nothing until you fix your teeth." He said, "Oh, come on, Jim." I said, "Sam, we've already proven that a lot of my good advice is going to do you no good at all unless you do the things you need to do. Fix your teeth." He said, "Well, it's not a priority." I said, "Yeah, it is." I said, "Every day you get up in the morning, you go in the bathroom, that's the first thing you see. And you see those rotted front teeth, you know they need work, and you know it'll be painful probably at first to get them fixed. And so you procrastinate on that and you adjust the way you talk. And other people notice that too. But every time you adjust the way you talk, you notice that. All day long, you're conscious of that. And you're thinking, I don't look good. I'm not taking care of myself. My teeth are rotten. Other people won't respect me either. All day long, every day, that's your thought and feeling process. He said, "Yeah, it is." I said, "Go fix your teeth, then we'll talk." He called me a couple days later and he said, "Hey, what about," and I said, "Did you fix your teeth?" He said, "No." I said, "See you later." And I maintained my position. I was, being hard-nosed about it, but that's what was needed. About a week later, he called me and he said, "Jim, you have changed my life." I said, "How did I change your life?" He said, "I got my teeth fixed. Oh my God. I wake up in the morning, I feel good, I'm proud of myself, I smile at people. Wow, who knew?" I said, "I did." He said, "Well, good point. Good point. I didn't." I said, "I know." I said, "Sam, until you make the commitment to do the obvious, then everything else is just an exercise in futility." So, ladies and gentlemen who are watching this, let me ask you a question. What teeth do you need to fix? What is there in your world that you really need to take care of right away? Because it's kind of staining everything else around it. What do you need to work on? Well, write it down and just go get your teeth fixed. Then come back. We can talk about bigger things.